The National Association of Secondary School Principals is about connections. Principals connecting with one another. Principals connecting with policymakers whose decisions affect their schools. Principals connecting to knowledge and ideas that will empower them to become the best leaders they can be. Principals connecting their schools, students, and communities through student programs. Principals connecting to NASSP, their professional association. With a renewed focus on connecting and engaging school leaders through advocacy, research, education, and student programs, NASSP provides principals and assistant principals with a full array of information and services that are not available anywhere else. How do NASSP's advocacy efforts make a difference for you and your school? Through NASSP's leadership in advocacy, principals are a consistent presence on Capitol Hill and at the U.S. Department of Education, logging hundreds of meetings with members of Congress and other staff to discuss issues that have a direct and immediate impact on schools, like funding shortfalls, ESEA reauthorization, educational technology, school leadership development, and more. Driven by the collective energy of tens of thousands of principals, NASSP advocated early and successfully for a one-year delay to the accountability provisions of the Common Core state standards. In another notable achievement, NASSP was instrumental in the creation of the Principal Ambassador Fellowship Program. It was a member's suggestion to Secretary of Education Arne Duncan during an NASSP advocacy event that prompted the development of the program. As a direct result, each year a cadre of principals will be on staff at the department to help inform policies that will have a real and positive effect on schools.
It's great to be a part of an organization that advocates for and supports principals, practitioners in the buildings, working with students and staff.
However, being a part of NASSP and having the opportunity to be designated as a breakthrough schools and collaborate with other breakthrough school principals has opened my eyes greatly to the national scope of education and the work that we're doing, both the commonalities and the areas for growth in my own personal professional development.
What do you gain from NASSP's commitment to sharing research and knowledge? Principals benefit from the use of the tools, research, and information that are available to them as NASSP members. Resources such as the Leading Success website and the Breakthrough Schools stories provide insights from successful leaders in highly diverse schools. The Wallace Foundation research has served as the basis for some of NASSP's newest professional development programs and initiatives. Early career principals are able to benefit from the experience of their peers in the Center for New Principals and in the Assistant Principal Leadership Center, both of which provide repositories of knowledge as well as interactive features that promote the creation of new knowledge. Another opportunity for principals to build their capacity for strategic communications and to control their school's stories is available through the Principal's Public Relations portal. With this tool, principals are guided through the process of creating strategic messages and recognizing opportunities to deliver those messages for maximum impact. As always, NASSP's flagship Principal Leadership magazine provides an impressive monthly reminder of the knowledge that principals can access with their NASSP membership.
Everything that we have learned from NASSP we can take back to our school and recycle with our teachers and help develop teacher leaders.
They provide a ton of resources that are good for when I first became a principal. I utilized a lot of the resources and materials that they have and still refer back to a lot of things.
They've benefited me through professional development experiences, providing me resources, information, the latest research, access to books and articles, and just anything to stay current in the field and find out what's happening across the country instead of just in my area.
I've learned so much about what I can do to tap into other people's knowledge and to use that at my school to improve and to acknowledge great work.
How does NASSP support your need to continually learn and grow as a leader? NASSP is committed to its members' professional development and ongoing learning in the areas where they need it most. Principals are taking advantage of NASSP's new programs to learn how to implement college and career-ready standards, and improve their capacity to develop and evaluate teachers. A special partnership between NASSP and the U.S. Army allowed a group of school leaders to participate in the Army's inaugural symposium at the Command and General Staff College at Fort Leavenworth, Kansas. This program encourages participants in collaborative discussions and other learning activities to draw parallels between the Army learning model and their own work. A bold reinvention of the national conference led to the new Ignite learning event, through which principals benefit not only from receiving crucial information and leadership skills development, but also from processing their learning with help from thought leaders and such recognized peers as the Principals of the Year and the NASSP Digital Principals.
It's the only conference I've gone to every single year because I find it to be so helpful as a professional. You're meeting other colleagues from around the country that are sharing best practices, and when you leave that conference there's so many different takeaways that you can bring back to improve your school.
NASSP has provided me the best professional development that I've had in my career. It was wonderful for my staff and I to look at our accomplishments and the things that we've done and reflect on that to improve and become better.
NASSP has provided me with a lot of networking opportunities that I would not receive otherwise. NASSP provides us a nationwide network that it's great to be with principals, assistant principals from other states and obtain new ideas that they're doing within their states.
How do NASSP student programs support your goals for your students and your school? Among education associations, NASSP is unique in its firm belief in student empowerment, which is reflected in Breaking Rank's emphasis on personalization and in NASSP's commitment to the National Honor Societies and National Association of Student Councils. These long-standing NASSP programs touch millions of students each year, amplifying their voices in school decisions, developing their leadership abilities, and promoting their service to both the school and the local community. In addition to ongoing programs such as RSVP and the NHS Scholarship Program, NASSP has enhanced its student programs with the National Student Project Database, which contains thousands of projects from the nation's most active student councils and honor society chapters, and is continually updated by students and advisors. Another new endeavor is NASSP Cares, a micro-grant program that replaces chapter or council supplies in schools hit by disaster.
NASSP has been a great source of professional development. There are excellent publications that they do. The website is very, very helpful, and of course all of the support they give us for our National Honor Society as well as other student leadership awards.
But it's about developing leaders, helping students learn the skills to set and achieve goals, helping them find what they're passionate about and where they want to go and who they want to become.
NASSP is fortunate that school leaders across the nation look to it for professional support, and we will continue to work daily to be worthy of that trust. NASSP is committed to its vision of great leaders in every school who are dedicated to the achievement of each student. We know that great schools cannot exist without great leaders. NASSP thanks you for being a part of our success and positive impact on the principalship.